you just have to be careful about drugs that are sulfur drugs. Even if you look at the cruciferouses, everybody, I mean, who's everybody? People have touted them as being healthy. Who has touted them as being healthy? You see what I'm saying? Is who? And the medical doctors have got lost. Pharmaceutical companies got lost as sulfur compounds. So it's sulfur this, sulfur that, sulfites in wine, sulfur this, sulfur that. And we've sulfured ourselves to death. If you look at sulfur on the chain of elements, it's down a ways. It doesn't sit up there with calcium and magnesium. So I don't know, yes, some amino acids are changed, but I'm not amino acid freak. Yeah, we got to have some amino acids for sure. But this concept of complete amino acids and all this bull crap never did fit with anything that was rational in terms of what's going on in nature. Man has got a different kind of mind. I mean, when you start looking at the consciousness and as it's evolving through the different species, when it comes to the Homo sapien, we have not been able to handle a mind where we have this abilities to handle this. We're very immature. As you see, we have rudeness all the time. We kill each other. We're just we're so opinionated out the butt, and some of it is just ridiculous. Like, go back to the paleo times and be the grunt man of the time. You could, but you can. I'm going to stay with a higher level of consciousness because that does breed a higher level of diet. And this is another thing you have to consider is the growth of consciousness from the past till now. A lot of you are not considering that when you're thinking paleo diets and grunt diets. If you want to eat that way, I don't care. But when you're trying to detox, you're not going to be successful. And anybody overcome cancer eating a meat diet, okay, 1 in a billion, maybe. Never seen it, never heard of it, and I would have to see what all these people did to do that, because it's just, and it doesn't fit with the growth of consciousness. You got to allow for growth of awareness, guys, and that's what we're into. And as we grow, we don't need to rip the flesh. Nothing healthy about dead tissue. I don't care what you think. I mean, raw, I will say this. If you guys want to be a paleo diet, eat it raw. This assumption that man cooked their meat before they ate it, that's a little off point too. Eat your meat raw, and then I won't complain a bit. Dr. M, can I ask about my cat? Oh yeah. I got her from a charity after she had been in an accident. Oh, she nearly lost her paw, but recovered from that. But she did have her jaw wired. Oh my God! She had to have the wire removed, and she spayed at the time. Well, cats, felines are harder because they are meat eaters. But again, going back to the raw meats and stuff, and I have given herbs to cats, so you can give a small amount of those herbs to cats. I definitely go after the lymph and the kidneys, but there's a case where you could even pop up the parathyroid a little bit and pop up the healing in the cat a little bit. They like meat anyway, have them have the glandulars. I've been an asthmatic for my whole life, 29 years. Wow. Fortunately, God had a greater plan for me and saved my life from a status asthmatitis episode 3 years ago. Excuse me. Since then, I've quit drinking, smoking, and started eating better, in that order. I just got off a 7-day juice fast, congratulations, and been 75% raw diet. I'm on a slow taper from my corticosteroids. Yeah, you better take a slow taper. At the same time, take something for your adrenals. Adrenal glandular would come in really nice here at this point, because you can really pop up the adrenal glands and really help them out that way. I'd probably do 2 things. I would do the herbal adrenal gland formula, and I would do the glandular herbal formula. That way you're smacking those adrenals, because you know you smacked them down, now you got to smack them back up. And really make those adrenals realize that you really do love them. My question, what should I take for herbs to repair my body from 29 years of steroid use? Adam. Thanks, Adam. Listen, my friend, again, pump on those adrenal glands. Now, you know they in turn affect the kidneys and the lymph system, so you always want to clean out the body by going into the kidneys, using kidney formulas, using GI tract formulas, using lymphatic formulas. But specifically for you with the steroids, you definitely want to use the glandular adrenal and the adrenal herbal because that's going to really help you a lot at bringing you up online. But go after those kidneys and lymph system, because you know you suffered a little bit with that already from the use of these steroids. And of course, you wouldn't be using them if you weren't acidic. So really want to go that way. You know, the asthma is already telling you have a weak autonomic nervous system. That's your adrenal glands. That's going back to those adrenal glands. You could take the new brain and nerve formula to strengthen the myelin sheaths in the nervous system. Use the antispasmodic if you need it to relax that nervous system. But pile into those adrenals and head on with that, and you'll be okay, man. This is Mistress PAV. Huh. Your books. Good afternoon, Doug. Good afternoon to you, my friend. I have just found your videos and was looking for your book and found this on Amazon. I hope they gave you a good price. The Detox Miracle Source Book, Raw Foods for Complete Satiety. Yeah, thank you. Just looking to confirm whether this is your book. Yep, that's my book. Appreciate it much, my friend. I hope you enjoy reading it. Not everything's perfect on this level, but you have to consider the migration, if you will, or the unfoldment or the awakening process of consciousness, and what that means to your diet and a higher way of living, those people that want to be grunt and more elemental, go ahead, because that's kind of what you'll see. But as you're trying to go spiritually and do that, you're going to have a little bit of a tug of war. Been there, done that, okay? So, I've gone back to the paleo diet. I've done these things in my past too, let me tell you. So it's a little bit tough. I can tell you that you have to really have a good control of your consciousness and be in the now, to use that as a downer, so to speak. Use that as an energy controller, if you will, especially if you're channeling too much energy. Sometimes you gotta have an outlet there, and eating dead animals can be an outlet if you want to consider that. Girl Gone Wild, vegan. Dr. Morris, what does it mean? Oh, I've been on that. But again, excuse me. This is iDog50. Hi, Dr. Morris was doing a tangerina / orange fast. Was wondering if 2 fruits was too much. No, I don't think so, especially of the same family, kind of, I wanted to use tangerines because they are cheaper in bulk, and supposedly they have a lot of cyanafrin, which is a decongestant, so I thought it would be effective at moving lymph. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, good thinking. Also, what can I do about having trouble urinating? Okay, well, get on the kidney number 1 liquid and the kidney number 1 capsule, and really open that up, give you something for the adrenal glands too, and bring that up a little bit and help that urination, get that inflammation out of there and that swelling out of the prostate and everything. You should be okay then. Thank you so much for answering my questions. You're welcome. You're all welcome. I love to help you all. I'm just a little overwhelmed with them, but hang in there on me. Don't, I'll get them. Also, sorry for more questions. That's all right. Now you have a lot of questions to answer for all the people who need answers. Well, again, if you're hurting real bad, you call in here. I'm serious, because, no sense sitting out there hurting when you can give a quick call, quick ring, and quick jingle, and have them answered here. But too much, I appreciate going this route. I'm using your parasite. Good. I am use dandelion greens and beets in my fast. Excellent. Parsley. Those 3 very powerful: urinary tract, and of course beet for the liver. Especially this young man or this man that's dying there. You might want to use beet, parsley, and dandelion on him as a juice up a feeding tube. If he can go by mouth with him, go by mouth with him. But if you need a feeding tube, by all means, get a feeding tube installed in him. Here's oranges. My dad had prostate cancer. Well, here we go. So here you got the adrenals, you got the kidneys, okay? You might have a weakness from the prostate, you might not, but again, that's a kidney connection, the lymph backing up in the prostate here. So, if you're having urination problems right now, then they're very suggestive that you have, that same flow. So you really want to get on this and not go down that road of prostate cancer. They took out his prostate and bladder. So you get right on this, my friend. Don't. This is where you wouldn't want to do the paleo diet. Not with that. Not with kidneys like this. And make him juice as often as possible. But he is so stuck in his way of thinking. Some people are stuck in their paleo way of thinking. Yeah. the green juices, but now that I know fruits are more essential for detox, I am making him more fruit stuff. I usually make him apple, celery, orange. I would probably take the celery out of that, separate the fruits from the vegetables, power him up with the green drinks, power him up with the detoxing and stuff. Now keep in mind the fruit is going to power up his nervous system too. And that's something vegetable matter hasn't got a well to do. And maybe that's why paleo diets make, because they don't have the magnetic energy to keep the brain and nerve into a higher level of thinking. You're not going to win on this one. He says he's from Wisconsin and he uses butter all the time, so liberally, and eats pork and meat all the time. He says he's hypoglycemic even though, well, he's on the paleo diet. What's wrong with him? Even though they diagnosed him with diabetes last time he was there for a long time. Well, here you got the adrenals, hypoglycemia here. You know the kidneys are involved, definitely, but I don't trust any of those doctors. Yeah, he's got to come off. I mean, your dad's got cancer of the prostate and they removed the bladder as well and he's eating meat? That's insane. These proteins damage the urinary tract. It's a fact, not fiction. But I didn't trust any of that. Good man. I am not emptying my bladder all the way, though I should get to your kidney. Yeah, please take care of your kidneys, my friend. Please do, because not a good road to walk down here. You don't want to get your urinary tract removed. And remember, you're the son, so you could see the same problem 10 years earlier, easy. So take care of yourself. I'm glad you're online. Hit this good, iDog50. All right? Move those limbs. I don't have much money right now. Well, just do the kidney number 1 liquid, the kidney number 1 capsules. Do yourself an adrenal glandular or liquid. At least those are maybe 1 lymphatic formula. That's 4 formulas. At least try to do those things right there and get after this, my friend. Okay? Yes, Dr. Morris, words regarding someone using herbs. Yep. Hello, Robert. Thanks for answering my questions. You betcha. One, do you have any good, well-rounded supplements that you recommend since you only have detoxers, etc. on your site? Well, keep going. No 10 o'clock today. Well, okay, we have a no-show. Okay, that's perfect. You heard her. She said, keep going. We have a no-show. God. Now forget paying the bills this month. Oh, well. You know what? Doesn't matter, does it? It really doesn't matter. You know what matters is fun, love, joy, bliss, humility.